Welcome back, everyone, to the 2021 Clash at the Canyons, presented by Discmania, a DGPT Silver Series event. We are in Lockport, Illinois, at the beautiful Dellwood Disc Golf Course. I'm Sarah Hokom, here with Deanne Carey on the commentary.
Hello. This coverage is sponsored by Infinite Disc. We have our FPO lead card, back 9. First, we have Kristin Tattar from Team Latitude 64, and she's got a 2-stroke lead right now.
Certainly.
Amongst Sarah Gilpin from Dynamic Disc.
Local hero from Iowa.
Then we have Mertsch, Team Innova.
Gotten to watch her bomb some shots on the front 9.
I love seeing the new faces. And then we have Sarah Hokom from Team MVP. Okay, we've had some movement, and then we've had some movement lost. I mean,
certainly.
A lot has happened.
Kristin had a little bit of a rough start. Gilpin was catching her, and then a couple missteps in the middle of that front 9, and we're still 2 strokes apart going into this back 9 on to hole 10.
This one is a 593-foot par 4. I feel like one of the hardest holes. There's a Mando that we just passed right there, but there is that creek that runs all along the left side, and OB comes up fast on this green. So people are just trying to get it down into that little opening that you can see.
And Kristin got this birdie in the first round, so this is in range for her, but I don't know that any of the other players are really trying to get this birdie.
I believe she's the
only one that's gotten it.
Yeah. And that was a good shot.
Throwing her grace. A little pinched by that tree, but she got way down there and is in the fairway.
Sarah going for the sidearm approach with her evader.
Leaves it a little bit right, hits a tree, and she's going to be pinched off.
But she's in bounds. And I believe this is your relay?
This is a crave.
Oh, a crave. Okay.
With a Jeff Ash die on it.
I like the die. Oh. Okay, and that
spotter likes it.
That gets you up there pretty nicely. And Kat just flicking one of her destroyers.
Puts it up a little bit high, fading right. So that'll take birdie out of play for Kat.
And that looks like a really good. Yep.
That's a great position. Trying to get it just in front of this, the tree that is kind of dead, and I think it's going to fall down soon, actually.
Oh, that needs to sit down? Okay.
So that's a little bit long of, I think, what the intended fairway is, but she is safe and will have an approach for her par.
Yep. And that should be.
Yeah, I threw that a little bit shorter than I wanted, but again, it's still, it's in range to get the par. Kristin, birdie out of play. And she gets into circle 2, so she does have a birdie look here.
Yeah.
A long look up a hill.
And OB right beside the basket.
That left OB comes up really quickly. Gilpin popping it up there, but puts it too high.
And she'll be right outside of circle 1. And that's a tough putt.
Yeah, and that's kind of a ghost branch. None of us saw that branch that she hit.
And you're going for the really high shot?
I'm playing the large gap.
Yeah.
And have a putt for par.
And that's all you ask for on this hole?
No doubt.
Kat opting for the backhand approach on this hole. Oh.
It's one of the several blocker trees, leaving her outside the circle for her par.
And this is Kristin for birdie.
And she is just laying that up. She is in a position to do that at this point.
Kat for par.
Yeah, she's got a big stretch out to try to get this putt in there.
That looked really good.
So close. Gilpin also saving the par.
Oh.
Comes up short as well.
And this is your par putt as well.
And I'm trying to not come up short as I just watched two of my card mates hit the cage.
Okay, Kristin will be tapping out her par, and then Sarah and Kat will be tapping out a couple of bogeys. And that puts Sarah Gilpin
another stroke back. Kat not happy about that bogey. So 3-stroke lead for Kristin going into these back 8 holes. Transitioning from one of the harder holes to the easiest hole on the course, we're at hole 11. This is a par 3, 258 feet through a tight gap with Shul on the right and the left. One of the most gettable birdies on the course, and I'm expecting to see some nice righty backhands, flipping up and parking this basket.
Yes.
Kristin up first.
And she's just gonna take her pure and put it beside the basket?
Yeah, they don't call it pure for nothing.
Yep.
Easy putt for birdie. I'm throwing a relay here, looking for a flip up. And the headwind on this hole, I did not make the adjustment, so I have a long look for birdie.
Sarah Gilpin throwing her Maverick.
Nice understable fairway driver, and puts it really close,
Yep.
matching Kristin's shot.
Kat throwing her rock 3 that needs to sit down.
Airing it out a little left, but she's inside the circle for birdie.
Here's your birdie attempt. Yep.
I will settle for a par on the easiest hole on the course.
Yeah, I had to settle for a par 2. I hit early.
Kat for birdie.
Yep.
Cans it. Great putt. Oh, she likes it. Nice recovery after that bogey on the previous hole.
Sarah for her birdie. Yep.
Pretty standard. She is stone cold right now.
Kristin's gonna tap in her birdie as well.
Nice easy putt. So bunch of birdies on this hole. 44% in the field got the birdie as well. So no movement at the top. Kristin's still out in front with 3-stroke lead.
Hi, I'm Kat Mertsch. We're at hole 12 of the Delwood Disc Golf Course, and I'm going to tell you how to play this hole. Depending on the wind, you want to throw a driver kind of on like a flex line, but don't let it flex out, so a turnover. And I usually want to land it a little bit past this gravel, kind of where the drone is right now, and then depending on the wind again, you would want to throw a stable fairway or a mid-range up to the basket, and hopefully you'll be putting for a birdie, but if not, it's going to be a par and everything's going to be okay.
Okay, Kristin looks like she's pulling out her grace again.
Got a little bit of a headwind on this hole at the moment, and just enough headwind to give that grace the turn it needs.
And that's a beautiful shot. She gets really far down that fairway. Sarah throwing her Raider.
Also with a nice turn and fade right back into the center.
Cat going strike here.
And this is
That's
awesome.
what?
This is the best shot
And,
I have ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, she threw that. I mean, I think she threw that 450. She's like 3/4 the way up that fairway.
Yeah. And fireworks.
Yeah, it is 4th of July, so there is a lot of things going on in the local area. This is a crave. Trying to keep it center cut.
And you do?
Gilpin with a long look to try to get inside the circle for birdie.
Looks like she's throwing that Raider again, but it turns over a little too much.
That headwind is still in play.
Yeah.
She'll be well outside circle 2.
Kristin will be up next. I think she's throwing a verdict.
It does look like a slower disc. And
she will be out of bounds.
oh, on that left side, it does come up really quickly once you get to the green. And Kat, with just a couple 100 feet to approach the pin, opting for the sidearm.
No, come back.
And that is a misfire.
And Kat will be out of bounds as well.
And relatively early out of bounds. She'll still have 100 feet to get to the pin.
And here's Kat from her out of bounds lie.
Throwing her 4th with just pitching it up.
Yep, and she will take the single bogey.
Sarah Gilpin from the right side, looking to navigate through some of these trees.
And she's looking to get a stroke back from Kristin.
And Kristin now out of bounds. This is her 4th shot.
And she could make the putt for par.
It is inside the circle, but this is a pretty long putt for the par
And
save.
she does.
Great putt. A lot of crowd love out there. Sarah Gilpin tapping in the par.
Kat will tap in her bogey.
And man, that is so disappointing when you throw way farther than anyone in the field, and then you
still
end up
take
with the bogey.
And that will keep Sarah Gilpin just 3 back from Kristin, going into hole 13.
This one's a par 4, 665 feet. It's pretty wide fairway. There's a little bit of a tailwind today. There's Obi on the left and the right, but we get to watch these ladies air it out on 2 distance shots to try to get into this green, which is heavily guarded, not only by the rocks surrounding the green, but there's a bunch of trees and a cliff behind it. So taking some precision on that second shot.
Kristin's gonna throw her Oh!
That was a tee shot coming in from hole 17. And
Good thing she was not throwing it.
nobody got hit. Thankfully, they called 4 early enough that we could all get out of the way.
Okay, Kristin lining up her defender. Just trying to... Oh, looks like a little bit of headwind out there.
I think there wasn't a headwind. I think she just turned that over
Oh.
because we had a tailwind today.
Okay.
Kind of see the flags on the left. It's cross tailwind, I guess. Pushing it right.
Sarah Gilpin throwing her Grace.
I'm throwing a Vanish.
This looks good.
It's a little low, but it's in the middle. And Kat, we get to watch her air it out.
Oh, she
But
leaves that a
she
little low.
doesn't. I think it's the tailwind. for both of us that kind of we didn't adjust for.
Are you throwing that same vanish?
Same shot. Trying to throw as far as I possibly can.
You got that one up higher.
Yeah. Made the adjustment. Inbounds for an approach for the par.
And here's Sarah Gilpin. Just trying to throw it as far as she can down there.
Gets a nice turn.
Yep.
She will have about 100 feet to approach the pin. But Kat Mertsch, she is in range.
Ooh.
Whew. Kind of got away from her. Big hyzer.
But.
Inbounds.
And she still throws far.
She throws so far.
And Kristin.
She'll have basically a hyzer at the
Oh,
pin.
yeah.
But she needs that to skip in there.
Oh, it looks like it hit that tree.
I think she
Or
got
the
rocked.
Rocked. Sarah Gilpin throwing her third shot. And this is a very tough approach.
And she
does it perfectly.
Parks it. Great approach. Wow. This is an envy. Trying to just pitch it in there. But I do not like it. A little too high. Hits
Inside the
some
circle?
trees. But inside the circle. Yep. Cat also pitching the sidearm up there.
I believe that's her gator.
It goes down the hill just a bit, but not too far.
And this is Kristin's birdie look.
Oh. Tough tree look.
I think she was running that.
She's okay with it.
Yeah.
Just a shrug. She knows none of us are in birdie position.
On top?
Yeah, it just sits there. It's perfect speed, I suppose.
I guess better than going down the hill.
Cat cleaning up for the par.
Kristin gonna tap in her par as well.
So no birdies. Although I saw Kristin and Juliana both get this birdie in that first round. So it's certainly in range, but we're not seeing it today.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, I don't know what to do here.
Is this it? Okay, not much movement up at the top. Still, Sarah Gilpin is still 3 behind Kristin. Okay, hole 14. This is a 330-foot par 3. You have to get down this fairway and then make it through this tiny gap. But not only do you have to do that, but once you get out of this gap, you have to have some speed on it to get to this green. But there is a creek right behind the basket, and it drops off super quick.
That raging river behind it.
Yes.
That's not intimidating at all.
No. Kristin's just going to pull out her St. Pro to just try to get it out of the gap. Oh, looks like she'll be in that.
Early release puts her on the left side in a tough spot.
Sarah Gilpin throwing her escape.
Ooh, and this looks great.
Yeah. And she'll
Through the
be
gap.
out.
Fading perfectly to
Circle 2.
Circle 2. Look, love it.
Cat throwing her destroyer, I
Gets a
believe.
little, was that a little tick off the tree?
I think so, but she'll be right outside circle one.
Wow, what a shot. We have yet to see a birdie on this hole in the entire field for any of the days. And that might be the one that'll do it. I'm throwing a resistor on a roller. And I get some ground play to the left, and I am in a way worse position than I'd like to be. Kristin looking to save this shot.
She's just trying to get out of that gap.
And Gilpin with the advantage here.
Sarah, looks like you're trying to throw the same shot as Kristin.
I miss the shot, and I kick back left for another tough shot.
And that looks circle one.
Circle one to save the bogey. Nothing like a death putt.
Yeah. Here's Kristin for par.
Yeah, birdie out of range, par out of range. She'll have to settle for a bogey,
Yeah.
which that puts the pressure on Gilpin here.
And this is for her birdie. But of course, she's just laying it up.
But that'll be a stroke advantage.
Kat was inside circle one.
Let's go.
Oh,
It gets a little roll down the
Please don't be out
hill,
of bounds.
but it does stay safe.
good. Here's your bogey look.
And high once again.
Here's Kat for her bogey look.
This is her par.
Oh, par look, sorry.
Get it up.
Ooh.
That is not, she is not happy about that. Understandably, being so close to the basket off the
Kristin
tee.
tapping her bogey. So we're Sarah tapping in her par to get a stroke back from Kristin.
So now Kristin's only got the 2-stroke advantage, and we've still got 4 to play.
And some challenging holes.
No doubt. A lot of stroke swings can happen on these last 4.
Okay.
Now we've got a battle going.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah Gilpin, the local hero, getting a stroke on the leader. Moving on to hole 15. This is a par 3, 314 feet, probably playing more like 340 up this hill. Taking a big, wide righty hyzer with trees all along that left side. The players are going to want to put it up high, get that fade left to get a birdie look. But there is a hill behind it. And you can, if you hit the backside, you can roll all the way to the river with no look back.
Sarah Gilpin is going to take her sheriff and just try to throw it as far up there as she can to stay away from that tree line.
Throwing it a little bit wide, but I think with the distance that she has, this is a great play. She's really not going for the birdie here. But Kristin, on the other hand,
She's going for the birdie.
certainly has the distance.
She's throwing her defender, but she,
Crushes it.
yeah. Circle 2. Kat taking her destroyer. And just a straight hyzer.
Wow. Edge of the circle.
And that'll be a tough putt with those trees right there.
No doubt.
Here you are just trying to get it out into the middle. Yep. Sarah for her birdie, but
It's a long
Just
look.
laying up.
Yeah, I would not be running this, and neither was she.
no. She knows what she needs to do.
I mean, at this point, do you think she should be actually trying to make those?
Not on that hole. Just because trouble comes really quick behind it and from that far out.
And Kristin obviously not in position for birdie either.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that she would run this one either. But
it kinda
looked like she
was.
did.
Kat with a full stretch out. She needs an Annie putt. Oh, wow, that was so close.
That might have rolled. Oh, just a little bit.
Pretty long comebacker that she doesn't have much of a look. So once again, throwing the farthest off the tee, but yet ending up with the bogey. And Kristin and Sarah will be matching pars, so no movement at the top of the leaderboard. At this point, we're also seeing some really great play from the chase card.
Yes.
Holly Finley is playing amazing, and she is pushing for the lead.
Yeah, she was playing a very clean round, and she's trying to make her go at it.
So still 2 apart. Kristin out in front. Moving on to this very difficult hole 16.
Hole 16, this is a 668-foot par 4. As you can see, you have these bushes and mess on the left and right. And then you get out into this opening, but you still have OB that runs down the entire left side of this fairway. And the woods and everything on the right side. Then you get out into this opening, but really, we're just playing for par. But par feels like a birdie.
Yeah, this playing is the most difficult hole on the course, and we have not seen a birdie on this hole yet. Gilpin putting it out. What a great shot. Right in the middle.
Yep.
That's the shot everyone wants to throw.
There is a Mando, but I don't think it's really came into play too much for any of the women. Kristin throwing that grace again.
Yeah, getting a nice turn.
Oh, and she got further.
Yeah, she has been pinched behind that tree on the left for both of the first 2 rounds, but she gets enough turn on it to put it in the middle of the fairway this time. Throwing a relay, hoping it's turning just a little bit more, and it doesn't. In the shul on the right. I didn't get this tee shot off any of the rounds.
Yeah, it's a tricky sidearm.
Kat Mertsch airing it out a little bit left, catches some trees, but pops into the front side.
And she'll have a somewhat open look.
Yeah, it kind of takes birdie out of play, but it certainly is a par possibility.
And this looks like a really good out from where you were.
Yeah, I just closed my eyes and threw there. Full patent pending with a backhand is not my strength, but I was happy it landed in the middle. Kat throwing the hyzer out.
Here's Sarah throwing her second shot. She's trying to make that corner. Oh, no, maybe not.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too far, so she's got to play it safe.
Now Kristin. Now she looks like she's going for the birdie.
Oh, definitely.
And that looks good.
Oh, just outside the circle, but that's a birdie look. We have not seen that yet.
And this is your third shot?
Third, yes. Looking to get the par.
And that looks really good. Yeah, inside the circle. Kat going for the sidearm approach as well. She swings it out a little wide, so she'll be outside of the circle.
This is Gilpin's birdie look from way back. Great execution.
Yep, and she'll have a pretty easy par from there. Here's Kat for her par. Oh,
so close.
That looked really good.
And Kristin for birdie to get another stroke on Sarah.
Oh, and that's the first birdie that we've seen.
Wow. Let's see it on the run back.
With the straddle putt.
Full extension, perfect speed, and
Off
just
the top, off the
enough.
nose.
Wow.
Such a good putt.
So impressive. Here's for my par save. Yeah, just not feeling it today. But Gilpin with
For her
well
par.
executed for the par.
Yep.
But Kristin is not going down without a fight. She is
She's not-
extending her lead at this point.
Yeah, she's not letting up anytime soon. And 2 holes that she can birdie. But also, I believe Sarah probably can too.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past her. She's got a great backhand, good distance, and I think she can get to both these holes.
Okay. 3 strokes with 2 holes to play. Anything can happen though.
Hole 17, this is a par 3, 420 feet down a hill. There's a little bit of trouble with OB deep, but most of the trouble is in these trees. Players are going to throw a big flexing backhand. They're looking for a skip off this road to penetrate through these trees and get the birdie look. We've not really seen very many birdies on this hole, but Kristin did get this in one of the rounds.
I also got it in round 2.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I didn't park it like Kristin did. Let's see if she can do it again. And it looks good.
Big hyzer. That needs to get in there.
Oh,
No.
just hits a tree right outside, but it looks like she would have been coming up a little short.
Agreed. Let's see if Gilpin can get this one into the green.
Looks like she's going down that left side.
Oh, a little too much turn. Maybe the wind coming into play.
And she'll be safe, but
Difficult approach.
yeah.
I turn this one over a bit. End up in the trees on the left, which is not good.
Now let's see if Kat can bomb one down there.
She certainly has the distance. Ooh, I like it.
Ooh, that looks real. That needs
Get
to
left.
get.
Get.
Oh,
Oh,
who put that there?
good question. So, yeah, that wasn't there in practice. But unfortunately, Kat is just struggling here at the end.
And she'll have. And that's such a great shot from Sarah. It's like you have an awkward little high sidearm.
Just gonna throw it straight up in the air.
And that, it worked out. Cat with a tricky approach.
Having to throw under the tent. It's not a tree, it's a tent pole.
Yeah.
But she gets it just outside the circle.
Kristin for her birdie look. It looks like she was just laying that one up.
Yeah, at this point, she knows Sarah is not getting the birdie. So she doesn't have to do much, but just stay safe and finish her round.
Cat's par look.
Man, that's so disappointing because she had such a great tee shot, and then just that tent roof got in the way.
Cat tapping out her bogey. And then we'll see pars all the way around.
Yeah, Gilpin really needed to get this birdie in order to put a little pressure on Kristin. And Kristin is going to have a 3-stroke lead going into this final hole.
And there's hole 18. This is a 342-foot par 3. Not much real danger unless you throw it too high, and then you'll hit these trees. You can fade out early, but there is a nice little backstop back here. It's fun to just come up to a tee pad and just be able to unleash it on this hole and not really be too concerned about much, but
yeah, it's a nice finishing hole, certainly in range for this card.
Kristin throwing her grace.
Getting that skip up the hill
And
inside the circle.
yep. Sarah Gilpin knows that she needs to get this. And that looks good.
Her and Holly are tied at this point. So Gilpin needs to can this to secure
Yeah.
the second place.
And that looks like a good move. It just needs to come back and skip. Oh, looks like the
but-
tree.
Tree.
Cat throwing her metal flake katana on this hole. Oh, looks like she puts it a little too low. But it could get a skip up there.
And it does.
Yeah.
CTP for Cat Mertsch.
And she'll have a really good putt. And there's the little groundhog. Oh.
Trying to give it a run.
It's definitely a hole that you want to run. Oh, Sarah's. She looks like she means business right
I
now.
wonder if she knows that she needs to make this.
It doesn't matter because she makes it anyway.
Wow. The local hero on the run back. From a really awkward straddle stance, puts it in
Such a good shot.
to
Yes.
secure second place. So Holly went bogey free, got 2 birdies on the day. And Kristin, our leader, also with the look for birdie.
Yes.
And she gets it all the way from Estonia. And she had a birthday this weekend as well. So happy birthday to Kristin. The gift is the win. And Cat Mertsch trying to capitalize on this. And she does it. And that secures a tie for 5th place. Wow, what an impressive final hole. Kristin getting herself under par with that final birdie. Gilpin coming up at +2, even on the round.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Clash at the Canyons FPO champion, Kristin Tattar!
Thank you.
All right, one more time. Let's give it up for Kristin Tattar, Clash at the Canyons champion
Give it up!
for
Give it
2021.
up!
Kristin, how do you feel right now?
I'm very happy yesterday. The round wasn't feeling very well, and I had my birthday yesterday, so it's a nice present for me. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday. Nice win today. You're just joining us here on tour. Outstanding 5th place finish last week at the PDGA Worlds. How does this win this week affect your plans for the future of the season?
Definitely add some confidence, and yeah, I'm just happy to get it over with. Like, get one win, and then I hope it will get easier to play on tour. Yeah.
Congratulations. Any other shout outs to sponsors or anyone back home?
Yeah, big thank you to Latitude 64. I wouldn't be here without them. Thank you to Silver, my boyfriend. He's right there with the bag, and he's been a huge help because this week hasn't been easy for me. And to everybody who just messaged me, there were a lot of people from all over the world. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations once again. Your 2021 Clash at the Canyons champion, Kristin Tattar.
Give it up, guys! Woo!
Do you think she's gonna drink some champagne out of that hat?
I don't know.
That's what I'd be doing. Oh, there she goes, puts it on. Viking Queen. What a night to celebrate on this 4th of July. And also, we also are gonna be celebrating soon Ace Run Pro's 10,000 subscribers.
Yes.
So go get, they're only missing like 20 subscribers. So go subscribe, go like this video, and they've got some great prizes to give away. We got a Paige Pierce hat and a Katrina Allen disc.
Yes.
So get on that giveaway and go like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us in this Clash of the Canyons. It was a great time.
Yes, and we'll see you next time.